diving right in today. Let's do it. Right here, up in my cards, is a video that I posted years ago, and it happens to be the #1 video on my channel, and many people ask me for a sequel. So this is the sequel to that video. Don't feel you have to stop and watch that first. This will make sense, especially if you're a healer of any kind. This will be right up your alley. So here it is. In that video, you took a fun test and you uncovered what type of a spiritual healer are you. And please know that I know there's absolutely more than 4 different types of healers out there. Today, we're looking at more of the archetypes, okay? We're looking at empaths, shamans, psychics, and spiritual healers. Those were the 4 we focused on in the last video, and I just want to expand or do a sequel to dive a little bit deeper into those. And also at the end of this video, I'm going to be answering the #1 question that I got asked in the comment section, which is, oh my gosh, I answered yes to all the questions. Could I possibly be more than one? Also on this video, we're going to play with some exercises so you can play with each modality.
First up, the empath.
I am surrounded by empaths in my spiritual practice. And if you know an empath, you know them. And if you are an empath, you certainly know what it's like to be in your physical body because you feel and see everything. In fact, you'll laugh when I say this next line. Even watching the news or watching commercials can be somewhat upsetting because you seem to take on and feel just what everybody is feeling, right? That is an empath. The #1 struggle, and again, you won't be surprised by this, that I find when I'm working with the empaths in my spiritual practice, you know where this is going, boundaries. Most people who are empaths get into helping others heal because they've spent their whole life struggling with picking up other people's, and they thought they were the ones who need healing, and they didn't even know that all the pain that they were carrying wasn't even really theirs. It was everybody else they were coming in contact with. So I'm going to describe, if that sounds like you, stay watching, right? I'm going to describe the specifics to an empath for this video, and then I'm also going to give you a fun exercise. So here we go. Let's do it.
Key traits for an empath healer. Empath sensitivity truly is their superpower, allowing them to connect deeply and understand the unspoken needs of others. Healer empaths can intuitively understand what someone needs for a healing, whether by giving them emotional support, great guidance, or simply just holding space for their process. These empaths are accurately and acutely aware of subtle energy shifts in people and even environments, often recognizing imbalances way before others do. This ability enables them to offer targeted healing interventions, such as energy work or emotional clearing. While their empath is truly a gift, healer empaths can sometimes absorb negative energy of others, as I've stated before, leading to emotional and physical exhaustion. So, learning to set energetic boundaries is crucial for their well-being. An exercise that I'd like to share to help you stay safe is what I call bubble theory. And you truly do place a beautiful bubble of protection around you. And here's the fun part. Pick a color. It might be different from time to time as you do this exercise. Most people see white light or purple, but you might feel the need for grounding. So red comes to mind. But simply place this bubble around you and state, "This bubble protects me while allowing me to send love and light to the people I serve." Try this often, and certainly if you're getting ready to work with somebody.
You cannot be an empath and be a healer without having this exercise. And there's many, this is just one, by the way. You can Google ways to protect myself and working with others as an empath, and you will be given so many different exercises. This is just one. The bubble is one that I use when I'm working with people. I've also used roses in front of me. There's many different ways. Please hear this. Find one that works for you. And the other thing, another tip that I really think helps if you're an empath and you're working with people is instead of assuming that everyone is coming to you to take from you, another good tip is to assume that the people who are coming to you are also for you. So everything you say for them will always and should be also for you. And that way, if you are picking up the energy as you're trying to set intentions and you're giving them great advice or sending them energy to help them heal, and you're the empath who's just picked it up, you will also receive that healing. In fact, put that intention in there. So those are just two tips that I think that can really help the empaths out there. And you empaths, I'm sure you all have great suggestions on what you could be doing to help others. So if you have any you would like to share, please comment below. In the meantime, let's move on to the shamans. They're an interesting healer. They're coming up next.
The beautiful shaman healer. The key traits of a shaman healer. Shamans serve as a bridge between the physical and the spiritual realms. They work with spirit guides, ancestors, and other energies to access knowledge, healing, and guidance for themselves and certainly for others. A shaman's ability to journey in the altered states of consciousness truly is their superpower. Shamans enter a trance-like state, often through drumming, chanting, or meditation, to access non-ordinary reality. These journeys allows them to retrieve insights, perform soul retrievals, or even remove energetic blocks. A shaman healer helps others reclaim their power by addressing those imbalances in their soul or their energy body. They guide people towards self-healing and transformation by connecting them to their inner strength and purpose. They're not doing the healing, they are assisting the healing happening. I love that. Shamans view their work as a sacred responsibility to their community. They are dedicated to fostering harmony and well-being among individuals, groups, and certainly for their environment. Here's a fun exercise to develop the shaman healer within you. Simply go outside in nature, like a park or a forest, and even sit in your backyard. Sit quietly and just observe your surroundings. Pay attention to all the colors and the sounds and the sensations you see, hear, and feel. Pick up an object around you, maybe a leaf, a stone, or even a feather, and just simply hold it in your hands. Close your eyes and ask this question. What wisdom or energy does this object hold for me today? Notice the feelings, the thoughts, or even images that might arise within you. Shamans understand that many of the questions we seek from the past, the present, and certainly our future can be found in divine intelligence, which is also what we call nature.
So if you know ways to heal people that are beyond what you've ever been taught, if you just innately know when you touch something what properties it has, and you can travel through time and go back and find souls, and that type of energy just is right at the forefront of your third eye, then guess what? You are absolutely a shaman.
Psychic healers, you're up next.
Funny, years ago, I wouldn't even use the word psychic because I felt it was too connected to somebody who has a crystal ball and is predicting the future. And I used to get really upset because of this beautiful thing I know called free will. And I just had a trouble with the word. And the word has since softened in me. And I totally understand that part of the work that I do is absolutely in that realm, the psychic healer. Let me use these words to explain what a psychic healer is, and I will clarify a little bit more.
The key traits of a psychic healer. Psychic healers have heightened extrasensory perception. This is their superpower, such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and so on. These abilities allow them to identify energetic imbalances, emotional blockages, or physical ailments in others. They can perceive and work with this subtle energy, such as auras and chakras. This sensitivity enables them to cleanse, balance, and even restore their clients' energy systems. Psychic healers often experience a deep and emotional connection to the clients they serve, allowing them to truly understand the root causes of their distress. This insight can help them and offer targeted healing and compassionate guidance. They act as conduits of divine and universal energy, channeling it into others to promote physical, emotional, and mental and spiritual healing. Many psychic healers work with spirit guides or higher levels of consciousness during their sessions. Psychic healers assist others in releasing old wounds, limited beliefs, and stagnant energy, and they are often the catalyst for profound personal, transformational, and spiritual awakening. The best exercise I can offer you for psychic healers is just to play with a deck of cards. Grab your oracle deck, shuffle the deck while asking a simple question like, what do I need to know today? Draw the card and certainly look at the imagery and the words. Just spend a few minutes journaling your initial thoughts and maybe any other intuitive hits that you get while you're playing. But here's the charge: do not cheat. Don't go back and look at what the book says or try to read more into it than you actually need to. This exercise will absolutely sharpen your intuitive muscles, and it helps you get to a point where you trust your psychic impressions.
Psychic healers, their biggest challenge is trust. Just to trust that it doesn't matter what the math is around it, that knowing is always right. Psychic healers are amazing. Let's keep going. The last one is the spiritual healer, one I know quite a bit about. Enjoy.
The key traits to a spiritual healer. These healers can empathize with others, offering unconditional love and understanding. This compassion that they have allows them to create a safe and supportive space for healing. Spiritual healers view individuals as interconnected beings. They understand the whole we are all one. They address physical symptoms and emotional and mental and spiritual dimensions to promote holistic healing. Spiritual healers absolutely rely on their intuition or their inner wisdom to identify areas of imbalance, provide insight, and guide the healing process. Many work in partnership with their spirit guides and also their own inner knowing. Spiritual healers are often on a journey of self-awareness and healing for themselves. They are continuously working to heal themselves. They believe that this journey will absolutely strengthen their own spiritual connection and refine their skills for one important reason: to be in service to others. The most important exercise I can offer you as a spiritual healer is to just sit quiet with yourself absolutely every day. Yeah, we call this meditation. Sit in a quiet place and just take a few deep breaths. Place your hands over your heart and imagine a beam of beautiful light descending from above and entering your crown chakra. Visualize this light is filling your entire body and flowing out through your hands. Send this loving energy towards someone you wish to help, or simply hold it within yourself as a gift for yourself. I truly believe that with this practice, you will feel more connected to divine energy and build the confidence you need in your healing abilities.
Okay, so we're finishing up this video today answering the very important question: can you be more than one archetype? And the absolute answer is yes. But of course, many of you who are intuitive already knew that. And the reason is it's like I'm an artist, but I love being an artist. There's not just one medium. An artist is an artist, right? So I can touch in oils, I can do watercolor, I love paper, 3D, videos, right? This is all the ways that I can express my sense of artistry out into the world. So just like you're a healer, everyone's a healer, right? Defining what kind of healer you are is just like this as an example. If I wanted to become a better watercolorist, I would need to do more watercolor, right? So please know that, yes, I love the fact that you today hopefully have uncovered that you can work with all of these different archetypes and that you can build and strengthen. And the most important thing I hope you heard today is you need to play and you need to work with it. Otherwise, it just sits like a box of paints in a drawer and doesn't get used, and nothing beautiful can come from that. Hopefully you heard the metaphor there. Hey, this is Jeannie. Thanks for watching, and so excited to do this sequel. And let me know what you think. Let me know what's going on in your beautiful world of healing, and let me know if I can assist you in any way. Always here to love and support you. Hey guys, we'll see you next video. Bye now. Namaste.